Hello students, I am Ashish De. I am taking one of your subject, that is digital signal processing. In my earlier class, I have taught the topic design of IIR filter, and the methods are designing IIR filter. The methods are using impulse invariant method and bilinear transformation method that I have taught in earlier videos. In this video, I want to teach about design of linear phase FIR filter, that means finite impulse response filter. So design of linear phase FIR filter. So what is FIR filter? As we know, FIR, the full form of FIR is finite impulse response filter. That means the impulse response of the filter should be finite. Okay, now there are several methods of designing FIR filter. Among those methods, one of the most important method is Fourier series method of designing FIR filter. Now, what is the method? As we know, the frequency response of the filter H of e to the power j omega, H of e to the power j omega is a function, is a periodic function, is a periodic function of period 2 pi. Okay, so this is basically a periodic function. Now let us consider the filter we want to design. The desired frequency response of the filter is H subscript D of e to the power j omega, right? So here we assume that the desired frequency response of the FIR filter is HD e to the power j omega. HD of e to the power j omega. So this can be written in Fourier transform formula, summation of n equal to minus infinity to infinity HD n into e to the power minus j omega n. Now what is HDN? That is the desired impulse response of the filter. Okay, now this desired impulse response can be found by using this formula. So HDN can be found by using inverse Fourier transform formula, that is 1 by 2 pi integration over minus pi to pi HD e to the power j omega into e to the power j omega n d omega. So if we know the desired impulse response of the filter, then we can easily obtain the impulse response of the desired impulse response of the filter by using this formula. Okay, now this impulse response is basically infinite impulse response. Now what is the Z transform of this impulse response? That is Hz, that will be equal to summation of n equal to minus infinity to infinity Hdn into z to the power minus n. Okay, now this is the transfer function of digital filter, okay, that we obtain. Now here is the case, Hdn is basically infinite impulse response in this case, since since of this summation is from minus infinity to infinity. So here we will get infinite impulse response. But we are designing finite impulse response filter. So to get finite impulse response from a infinite one, we have to truncate this impulse response by some specific points. Okay, suppose we want to truncate by n point, then suppose the range is from minus infinity to infinity and we want to truncate for by n point, then this, suppose this is 0, here will be minus n minus 1 by 2 and here will be n minus 1 by 2. So total duration will be n point. Okay, so among this infinite duration we want to just truncate the impulse response up to this point. Okay, so like this way, if we truncate this desired impulse response function, then finally we will get the impulse response, finite impulse response of the filter Hn is equal to Hdn for n less than equal to n minus 1 by 2. That is that means we are just truncating this desired impulse response function, or we are just limiting the value of small n. Okay, and it is equal to 0 otherwise. Okay, so we are getting finite impulse response of the filter. Okay, now in this case the Az, the transfer function of the digital filter also truncated by n point. So here will be n equal to minus n minus 1 by 2 to n minus 1 by 2 Hn into z to the power minus n, because the range of Hn is here n less than equal to n minus 1 by 2. So after simplification we can easily obtain that this will be equal to H0 plus summation of n equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 Hn into z to the power minus n plus h of minus n into z to the power n. Okay, this thing. Now if the impulse response is symmetric, if the impulse response is symmetric, then h of minus n will be equal to hn. Okay, in that case we get Hz equal to H0 plus summation of n equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 Hn into z to the power n plus z to the power minus n, because in this formula h of minus n equal to hn, so we can just simplify this portion after this. Okay, now this transfer function is not physically realizable. The realizability can be brought by multiplying this equation by z to the power minus n minus 1 by 2. So we are getting the transfer function of a realizable filter is h dash z equal to z to the power minus n minus 1 by 2 into hz. Okay, so that is the practical that is the transfer function of a practical realizable filter. Okay, so these are the steps. Now let us take an example to illustrate the process of designing a FIR filter in my next video.